with $111,000 earned. Cypher a little new in the scene and looking at $100 earned his way.
All right, well, let's see. I mean, we're starting off here, and Wess has those chakrams in hand. We were kind of having this discussion earlier yesterday about how the split chakrams are just kind of, at least currently, seem to be heavily favored. I mean, look at these strings you're able to get, right? That split down air, able to pull people up and let you get these extensions. It's so hard to deal with. You can see how much you get to drift with that down air as well. Even when you're whiffing it, you're just kind of able to go ahead and move yourself out of harm's way.
Get yourself right back in position. But Cypher, one thing I want to watch in this set, I mean, you know, coming in with the Bryn, we saw how well Spear was able to handle the aerial attacks of chakrams yesterday. So hopefully Cypher will be able to use this axe and this Spear, be able to get a little bit of an advantage here. Ooh, whiffing on the signature, coming back down for another one. Can't find it, misses the D-Light. Wess is right there to pick it up. That was a really well-placed nair to send him up in the air, bro.
Almost KO, too. That's how much damage both of these fellas have right now. I mean, Wess probably able to get a KO with like an N-Light pretty soon. D-Light recovery definitely going to be able to do it. And Wess managed to secure the first stock here, but Cypher is keeping up extraordinarily well here. So we'll see how long it takes for Cypher to get the first knockout. And neutral light going to send Wess into the corner. Might try to hold the corner a little bit. Actually tries to knock him out with a reverse recovery, but Wess manages to space himself just well enough to not get hit.
Another D-Light might get the job done, but Cypher could not catch the landing. Wess is going to fight back unarmed. Coming over with the side light. Another one, gravity cancel side light. Ooh, Cypher whiff on the axe. Wess not able to punish, but we're going to land in center stage. Cypher with a nice air. Going to finally get that stock off of Wess, and we're all tied up 2-2.
Okay, not too bad. Cypher got put into the yellow. That's okay. You know, you're able to make that damage back real quick with axe. You got a side light nair and maybe a D-Light after something like that, and that'll bring you right back to even. But these recoveries from chakrams are so oppressive. They just cover so much space. It's really hard to get out the way. Even when you dodge, the tail end of it might clip you.
Ooh, Cypher with the whiff. Wess right there to punish it. Ooh, Wess tried to, was thinking Cypher was going to jump over the top of him and try to hit him with the neutral light. Cypher another whiff again. We're looking a little panicky here, just kind of throwing those signatures out, giving Wess the easy punishes, see if Cypher can find his way. No, side sig is going to get it taken care of.
Yeah, man. Oh, the chakrams, the signature kits are so good, right? I mean, like, you're just able, they're kind of hard to punish, you know? Which, oh my gosh, that's so much damage, right? And you know, I say so much, it is a string weapon, so that took him to the yellow for like 5 or 6 hits, but like you got carried all the way to the top KO box here, and Wess just falling with recovery, goes for another recovery here, throwing out these down airs. And it's very rare that there's a weapon that has like a disjoint that it's able to combo off of as well, right, when it's coming at a disadvantage. A lot of the times you want to be under a weapon so you can try to juggle it, but chakram makes it so much harder.
Exactly. Cypher trying to hold on to that weapon spawn. Wess, oh no, I was gonna say, is Wess just gonna fight it unarmed? No, he's gonna swing over. He has fused chakrams, trying to hit the dare, splits it with the gravity cancel D-Light. Cypher's gonna get a hold of him with the axe. See if we can get an aerial. No, whiffs on the Sayer. Wess trying to back up. He's looking for the, okay, down sig coming out, couldn't hit. That one's gonna hit though, and is gonna send Cypher out of here. Game 1, going to Wess, 2-stock advantage.
Yeah, I mean, that Priya Chakram down sig, I think, is like clearly the best sig that she has. It's just so fast.
There's no startup frames at all. It's just
boom.
You just push the button and it happens. There's not really any recovery frames on the end of it. It's just a really solid signature. You're able to see Wess right there again. You can throw it down. There's no way to even off the whiff to punish it, and he's able just to do it again.
Yeah, right. It's very similar to, at least functionally, to signatures like Ulgrim Axe down sig, you know, Orion Spear down sig to some degree, but it's so much faster.
Absolutely.
It is so much faster. And so we're going to see, I mean, Cypher trying his best in that first game, wasn't quite able to make things happen. We're going to go ahead and go to Small World's End instead for the change of scenery, but Wess is still on the offensive here.
Yes. We're seeing him starting out with the sword here. See if he can get a little damage built up against Cypher. Cypher having a hard time getting back up on stage. Wess with a great edge guard off with the sword. Still putting that blade on Cypher. Bounces his head off the side of the stage again. Get him out of here. What a great first stock.
Okay, wow, just like that. Able to go ahead and secure that. I mean, Cypher did look okay at the start of the first game. He was able to keep up with Wess, but now things are getting a little bit out of hand. I don't know that he's played a chakram player like this. Wess just throwing out so many attacks here, converting into the down signature and going for even more. I can't believe that down air hit from behind as well. These hitboxes are absolutely favoring Wess right now. He's just able to throw out so many attacks, and Cypher, you know, playing a bit of a slower weapon here, needing to be a bit more accurate with his hitbox options as well. He's just having a tough time. That should have been a double D-light. He was able to get Wess's dodge with that and was unable to convert. I think he's feeling a little bit flustered and just too much pressure and just kind of gives it up to Wess. Wess gets yet another one there with the chakram recovery. Yeah,
it was kind of unfortunate. He finally gets an in and is not able to extend that combo the way he probably wanted. But staying out of the way of that onslaught from Chakrams is proving to be very difficult for Cypher. Side light, no follow-up. There we go. Going to hit the recovery. Wess way up at the top. Cypher couldn't hit the landing, and Wess is able to go ahead and pin on some more damage on Cypher. He caught him in the air. Bro.
Dude. Almost completely cooked him. Cypher lucky to have a stock right now, but Wess once again on the offensive, going for a read there with the gravity cancel down sig. And just look at the sheer amount of attacks Wess is able to put out. I love the confidence by Cypher to go ahead and turn around and get that jump side air as a punish on that side zig from Wess. But at this point, you're lapped too far, right? Like Wess needs basically like a D-light recovery. And Light's going to push it to the corner here. And like even a stray Sayer will probably be enough. He has the fuse chakram right now as well. So if he goes for that side light, that'll definitely KO. The down sig doesn't have the most potent knockout potential. We saw that there, right? But doesn't matter. The down air fused is going to be enough. And that's going to be game number 2. This is a best of 5. Cypher does have one more chance. But so far, not looking too great.
No, not so much. Great use of that fused dare at the end. There's so much more force that comes off of that, and it's just guaranteed knockout, especially when Cypher was as hurt as he was. We did see some little signs of life here and there from Cypher, but it's not enough to get any real momentum going up against Wess. But Wess is the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean, always has been. Just sometimes, I mean, that's, okay. We got a swap here. A swap I wasn't expecting, but I'm kind of happy to see. I don't know if this is going to work out. We have the Master Chief. That's going to be on Isaiah, of course. And so that means we're going to see some blasters and cannon. Now, granted, I don't know how good Cypher's Isaiah is. Realistically, I don't think this is just like, people don't just say like, I'm going to pick Isaiah. So clearly, I didn't get to see the level of it, but must have quite a bit of hours on this character because people don't just randomly pick this one. He's kind of like more of a character specialist kind of character. Oh my gosh.
Speaking of character specialists, as Wess is putting that continued pressure up in the air. Okay, hit him with the nair. Oh, bro, he's so good at threading those aerial attacks. That might be an opportunity for Cypher there. Can he convert it? There we go. Okay, gonna switch over to blasters, get a couple light attacks in. Fade away Sayer, hit him with a neutral sig. Okay. Okay, we're looking really good on these blasters. See if we can keep this momentum going.
Oh, and that's so tough, right? You want to, a lot of the times it's pretty safe to like go under a weapon and like try to dash land and get through it, but the chakrams are so able to cover that space. But I actually kind of like what I'm seeing from Cypher, specifically the blasters here. Tries to go for a bit of a YOLO side sig. It doesn't work out, but would have been able to get the KO, and that's kind of where he's been struggling, right? Can't get these KO hits, and Wess is just so, it's so hard to know where to go after you've been hit by chakrams. Nice, gets the recovery off the top. This is kind of the closest that it's been for Cypher thus far, and he's actually going to stick with the cannon. I like the way the blasters looked. They looked pretty effective at keeping the chakrams out, which I think is kind of one of the hardest things to deal with once this weapon gets in, but we'll see how his cannon's able to deal with it.
All right, so far so good. Wess gets a recovery, come back on the stage, nair into recovery.
Oh, God.
He is so, we talked about it yesterday, he is so good at just lifting you up to the ceiling, putting that pressure on you, and even if it's not enough to knock out, when you get up there, you start to panic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even if it's not going to knock out, they might make a mistake, and you might be able to convert that into a knockout. No, so much pressure, and it keeps them off the offensive.
Nice.
Very good. Throwing that down sig in there again, swapping over to sword, trying to find an easier knockout here.
Okay, Cypher tries to run away and get a turnaround down air, but Wess doesn't bite. Beautiful dodge timing, though. And let's see what else Cypher can get. I mean, one D-light is going to be the stock, and Cypher knows that. He's trying to play around it. Wess fishing for it. The side air bounces off the stage, so Cypher gets another chance to recover. Beautiful timing as well. Gets caught, but should be able to make it to the wall. And honestly, at this point, you know the next hit is going to knock out. Yeah, so all damage you can get if you're Cypher is good damage, but Orange, not too terrible. I'm just not confident in his ability to bring things back. He's going to need to have a burst option. Goes for a YOLO side sig. That wouldn't have knocked out anyway. And so maybe a little bit premature, but we'll see what else he's able to get. Oh, man.
He's getting a lot of chakrams. Yeah, a lot of nairs. Good pressure from Wess. But Cypher did look, we had some moments this game where he did look good on blasters. See if he can convert this into another stock here, at least take it down to the last one against Wess.
Okay, let's see.
He is getting towards orange, though. Wess is starting to get that damage built up. Okay, nice pickup off the top platform. Should have been. Okay, Sarah is going to go ahead and confirm the knockout, though. Cypher's got some work to do on this last stock.
Okay. Honestly, not the worst. You're in a pretty deep orange, but you haven't hit red quite yet. And Chakram, doesn't do the super much damage. And look at this beautiful read. Gets the recovery as well. Has to get back. Doesn't want to do the double side air because he's worried about Wess going for a ground pound. So he just kind of drifts to the wall instead. I think that was a smarter choice. And now that's already a good amount of damage made up for there. But you need to find another opening like that. And then things will be closer to even. Wow, nice retaliation out of hits done from Wess there. Being able to get the grounded option as well after getting hit. That's kind of a level of awareness. Ooh, great drop. Still survives. One more chance here for Cypher.
But he has not been able to put a lot of damage on Wess in this final stock. He's just been trying to avoid the damage and stay out of the way of Wess. But we're going to see the edge guard here. What is Wess going to throw? Oh, going to catch the weapon throw, but that recovery is going to get it done. Wess takes care of Cypher 3-0, moving forward into this last chance qualifier. And he will be moving up to play against the winner of Vim 10 Kilo and Voiced. So we might actually see the Twos team have to go head-to-head today.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just how it happens, especially when the bracket's this small, too. Like, there's not really much you can do to avoid that. But no.